Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for tonight's team call. I wanted to do this call on volume just because I think it is one of the most difficult things for coaches to understand, and it's more of the business kind of aspect of things versus the how to talk to people and kind of things like that. First off, it's Summit Week. Hopefully a lot of you are getting there. Unfortunately, you guys know I won't be there. I'll be having major FOMO and missing out. This is my first summit in 6 years that I'm missing. So I'm like mortified that I'm not there, but there's just physically no way I could get there and be there with a crying baby. So have fun, enjoy. And if you're like me at home, looking at everyone's pictures, use this time to grow your business, because guess what? Everybody else, all the top coaches are checked out, right? Like they're busy doing like summit things, but if you are home, like this is the perfect time to just jump on in and get working on your business. So don't be worried about that you're not there. Use this time to leverage your business, and sometime during this week it will be announced of when the next summit is, where it's going to be, and tickets will be on sale, and they always do like the lowest price tickets this week. So if you know that you want to go to Summit next year and it's a non-negotiable, guys, you have 365 days or more to pay for it. So if you're like, oh, the ticket's too much, or airfare or hotel, if you really want it, like work your business and you can earn that trip if you have an entire year, right, to get there. Somebody chatted. Oh, Kim, you're going to have so much fun. I'm so jealous, but you're going to have a blast without me. And Ashley, I know, isn't going either. So tonight I just wanted to kind of like switch gears totally and talk about team volume, because it's been a big topic in the roundtable. And if you guys don't know, the roundtable is a group that corporate has just for 5-star and above diamonds. And like everyone in that, all the leaders in that page have been talking about really paying more attention to team volume versus just Success Club points, because yes, Success Club points are awesome. We want to reach it, but it's also very corporate driven, and it's the shiny object, meaning corporate wants us to kind of go after those shiny objects of Success Club, but that doesn't always lead us to getting the most income. And I'll kind of like show you guys what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, well, like we should hit Success Club, like, but why should we go for volume instead? And I'll kind of show you guys too. So there's a lot of coaches that you probably never even heard of who are in the Millionaires Club that maybe hit Success Club 5, Success Club 10, but they taught their team how to build for volume versus just building for points. So there's two different volumes that we have on our in Beachbody, right? There's personal volume, and that's the volume that I've always kind of shouted out in our team page, and that was kind of like my bad of shouting that out, because we need personal volume to stay active. So you need 50 PV just to stay active, 90 PV on Home Direct to hit Success Club, but it's the team volume that's really going to give you the residual income. So your personal volume is the volume that you purchase. So if you buy Shakeology on Home Direct, and what your customers purchase from you, that's all your personal volume. Team volume is TV, and that is where your team and the people below you, so if you do have like a strong leg, meaning if you have coaches underneath of you and you don't know where they came from the team, somebody else put them on there from the team, that volume is the residual income side of things that really does build your income. So personal volume is just the volume that you purchase yourself and that your customers purchase. Team volume is the volume from coaches below you, whether they're personally sponsored or not, and the volume that their customers give them, because that funnels all the way through. So kind of like, and you guys don't need to like memorize like Energize 38 PV. No, I just wanted to kind of like show you guys different examples so you can stay active, because what happens if you go inactive, you lose all this team volume. So that's why it's important to always stay active, because it's kind of like your team volume is like a bank account. If you don't use it, it gets saved. But if you go inactive and you don't have that 50 PV, you wash out that bank account. So these are like, obviously all items have PV associated with it. But if you want that 50 PV or that 90 PV on HD to hit Success Club, these are here are just some examples. So it doesn't have to be Shakeology. Hopefully it is, because that's kind of like the bread and butter of our business if you're serious about this. But there are so many different ways that you can get 50 PV to stay active, or 90 PV in combination of these things to stay active as well. So like really think about what other things besides Shakeology, hopefully like we're all sharing that in our stories, that you can help people with. Because I'm kind of to blame for this as well, is I'm like a challenge pack or bust, right? If you're not signing up with a challenge pack, okay, see you later, goodbye, like you're not getting in my group. And I probably have the wrong mindset about that. In the beginning for me, nobody wanted a challenge pack from me, just because I was still building up my base, that trust with people. Now that's where I've kind of over the years gotten into that challenge pack only, because I've been in it for so long. But now I'm kind of thinking, you know what, like what else can I help people with? Because it doesn't always have to be a challenge pack or bust and they can't get in your groups or anything like that. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this call too, is to share with you guys, like, it doesn't have to be that way. Like if people don't sign up with a challenge pack, like what are other ways that you can help people? So I think maybe it was like a week or two ago, or like right after I had the baby, I talked about like my stomach problems, right? And I think I said something like I shared like a few different tips of like what I did to help with my stomach issues. And I said like, oh, my aloe and turmeric supplement. And I got messages about what's my aloe and turmeric. And it's not even on here because I didn't make this. I took it from another coach. But that was the Ultimate Reset. What is it called? Soothe. And I take that every single night. So think of other ways, like what are things that, oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me make it a little bit bigger. PowerPoint. Okay, now it's better. What are things that you're struggling with that you can share on your stories or on your posts without, saying, I have Power Green Boost every single day? No. Obviously say it in a way that people are intrigued about it and ask you a question about it. So go through like the different like products that we have, like how has Energize helped you? And if you've never tried it, then go try those 10 sample packs, right? If you've never tried Beach Bars, I think Beach Bars are so pretty looking. They're so easy. I don't watch Danielle Notoni all the time, maybe like once every 6 months. But when I do go check out her stories, she always has Beach Bars on it. And I'm like, man, that looks so good. Like if I didn't know what it was, I would totally ask her what it is. Do you still hate veggies? Maybe, doing a little boomerang of you putting in your Power Greens or your Focus Energy or your Digestive Health Boost, right? Like that maybe once won't get people's attention, but if you do it day after day after day after day for a year, people are going to get like the light bulb is going to go off and people are going to ask you about it, right? The Ultimate Reset. I know it's 21 days and people are like, I can't do that. That's so long. Guys, you can just get the supplements. So I take the Soothe. I take the Optimize, which is just digestive enzymes. I've taken that for almost like an entire year. Definitely since my pregnancy all the way through, because I didn't want to have, what do you call those things? Hemorrhoids. I didn't want to have any hemorrhoids. So I wanted to make sure like my digestion, all that was kept flowing, right? I didn't want to have anything backed up. So think of different ways that you can use those, because that's something simple. It doesn't have to be always the challenge pack and people getting, these big packages, because on the next few slides, I'll show you the team volume on those things are more than a challenge pack. And that might be a little bit confusing. So I'm going to kind of go to the next slide. So here's some more. If people are saying a challenge pack is too expensive, then you know what? Downsell them. I always do, though, start by upselling people, meaning I always do go for the challenge pack first. I'll go like for the biggest package, and then I'll give them the middle of the road, and then I'll give them like the base challenge pack, right? And if they say, nope, like the base is still too expensive, it's okay. Like downsell them with like the a la carte. Like, okay, if $160 challenge pack is too expensive, how about a quarterly Beachbody on demand? Or what's more important to you? Do you want to work just on your fitness, or do you just want to work on your nutrition? And if they say, you know what, I'd rather just work on my nutrition, great. Oh, well, we have an annual for $99, or a semi-annual, or a quarterly. So get people's foot in the door before you just slam it and say, nope, you're not getting a challenge pack, then I'm not going to talk to you until you're ready for a challenge pack, right? Because a lot of us, including me, did come in without a challenge pack. I came in through Amazon, just getting Insanity DVDs. Eventually, right, I came in after I believed in the product. So some people have to come in that way versus just coming in with a challenge pack altogether. So think of different ways that you can get people's foot in the door, whether it is with maybe just the samples of Shakeology, maybe just with Energize. You know, it doesn't always have to be with a challenge pack. And then here's the commission. Obviously, you don't have to memorize this either. But isn't it better to get $12.49 than nothing at all? And if you sell 5 of these a month, I should have my calculator out. That's over $50. So don't always think like, I'm not going to make anything if I just sell Energize. Yeah, if you sell a lot of Energizes and that's on Home Direct, you'll get that every single month. So it's way better to earn that $50 paycheck than nothing at all. And then those HD orders will be continuous through each month that those people stay on it. And be creative. Think of like, how can you create that engagement in your challenge groups? How can you create that engagement on your stories and your social media posts to keep people on Home Direct? And sometimes it does take like sitting down and thinking like, all right, like what would make me stay on a certain product? What would make me have belief? Or like, do I need, I don't know if it was a national wake up call or a team call where some coach was sending like little cards. And if they did like 5 Shakeologies on Home Direct, or if they did like 5, and so if they did like 5 months worth of Shakeology, they got, I don't know, like an Amazon gift card. Or you can do the same thing for Energize. Hey, if you stay on Energize for 5 months, and you do like a little punch card thing, you'll get ... as a thank you. You know, like I think that's a really creative idea because you're getting people to do it every single day because, you know, like with Shakeology, if you do it once in a blue moon, or, you know, brush your teeth once in a blue moon, you're still going to have cavities. But if you have it daily, people will start to see the difference. So then it's going to be kind of automatic that they would want to stay on it anyways. So why is team volume important? So team volume turns into our team bonus cycles. If you've ever looked at your paycheck, you'll see like the different lines broken down of like what the commission is that you get, what you get for your team bonus cycles. If you're a diamond coach, like that 10% matching. So you'll kind of see the breakdown of everything. So right now, 6 years into it, 95% of my income is team volume. Maybe I'll get like $35 for commission, but majority is team volume. So that's why it's so important. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Dave's like, stop it. Just do your team call. Leave me alone. I'm like, the baby's still screaming. I don't know where I was, but residual income is what you want from this business, right? You don't want to always, like I've pretty much have taken off like 5 weeks, and I've gotten like one of my highest paychecks, and I haven't really been doing anything because of team volume. I'm still getting that residual income, even though I'm not really selling anything for like that commission. So if you look over here, or over here, like you guys can see me pointing. If you look at the very bottom, you'll see like that challenge pack, the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack with Shakeology or Performance Stack. That's only 35 TV. If you look at Shakeology alone, it's 90 TV. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you guys can think of getting out of that like challenge pack only or bust type of thing, like you're getting way more team volume for Shakeology versus a challenge pack. Even though Shakeology is in here, yes, you're getting a little bit more commission up front. I think like the commission for this is what, like $50 versus like 35 for Shakeology. But in the background of things, there's that 90 TV that is associated with it. So even like the Focus Energy is a tie with the TV with the challenge pack. So yes, definitely go for the challenge pack first, because I feel it does give people everything that they need, right? Like they get the fitness, they get to the nutrition, and we do want people to get the best results. Like that's what our mission is. But be okay with them just getting something else that's going to help them, right? And you're going to get pretty much more team volume than if you did sell a challenge pack anyways. And then most people do end up getting a challenge pack down the road. So you'll eventually, get your Success Club points. But like I said before, yes, we still do want to hit Success Club, but we do want to also get away from the shiny object of like, it's only Success Club and that's it. Does anybody have any questions before I move on? You can just unmute yourselves because there's not many people on. Does everybody kind of understand like personal volume versus team volume? Okay. And I'll show you guys where you can find all this information in your Coach Online office. So here is where you can find your team volume, and I'll show in the Coach Online office as well. And I think this is an example. Obviously, it's a little, your faces are in the way, so that's why I'm like, I can't see. So example, if you were an Emerald coach, how much money would you make? And I want you guys to comment on this. I'm giving you guys a little test. You were an Emerald coach and you had 487 on your left leg and 64,000 on your strong leg. How much money would you earn? We need 100 from one side, the weak side, and 200 from the strong side to equal one cycle. And I'll do the math on this too.
I think $56.
Let's see. So it's $14 for an Emerald coach for your team bonus cycles, and 100 goes into 487 4 times. So 4 times 14 is 56. Is that what you said, Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Yep. I'm being like a school teacher today. Example number 2, if you're a Ruby coach, you earn $16 per cycle. Same thing, 100 from one side, 200 team volume from the other side, and that will give you your income. So this is for 1 week. So if this person had 3,300 points, and then holy crap, 1 million, that's a lot. That's 33 times 16, right? Because 100 goes into 3,300. So that person would earn $528 for their team bonus cycles. So you can see how 528 is going to be even, like how many challenge packs would you need to sell to get $528? I'll do the math. Divided by, we'll say 50. So you would need to almost sell 10 challenge packs that week to earn like the same amount for that team bonus cycle. And then last example, if you're a diamond coach, diamonds make $18 per cycle. So this one is 11,000 versus 139,000 for the strong leg. So was that 118 times 18 equals, that's $2,124 for the week. So see how that is like way more money? I mean, and if we can, that would equal 42 challenge packs in 1 week. Like, you must be a freaking the bestest rock star ever to get 42 challenge packs that week. That's not going to happen. And not that it's not going to happen. It totally can happen, right? But this business is not so you work more, work harder, work longer. It's to work smarter. So if we can work smarter and just help people with whatever it is that we can, then we're going to see our volume grow. So here you can see too is like how like the max of it just says daily. There's another one. If you just Google like team bonus cycles Beachbody, you'll get like, I believe like as an Emerald coach, you can earn $1,000 per week. Or no, I'm sorry, it's $250 per week. Ruby coach, I think is somewhere like $700. Diamond, I think you max out at $1,000 per week. But the point is like we always just, you know, get to diamond because you get that $18 for your bonus cycles versus that $14 for your as an Emerald coach. Sorry, it's not moving anymore. Oh, there we go. So you definitely do want to sign up people to work the business as coaches and discount coaches so you can rank advanced, like I said, to Emerald, Ruby, Diamond. And then you can sign up the rest as customers. Obviously, talk to your upline. You just want to maximize that team bonus cycle, get that $18 for your bonus cycles, and then maximize with that team volume with your customers. Upsell, upshare, however you want to say it. I really love this idea. I think, Ashley, you talked about this on some of our team calls, is add more to their cart. You know, you can say, you know, I added my favorite plant-based mom crap or whatever people call it. I can't live without that energy. And it turned out to be, you know, only $10 more because I signed you up with a discount as well. If you don't want it, you can totally take it out of your cart. So think of ways that you can add things. And just let them know, hey, I added this Soothe because I know you have stomach issues and we've talked about that before. It's totally helped me during my pregnancy. If you don't want it, you can just totally take it out of your cart. So what are ways that you can add if they are getting a challenge pack, some extras that's going to help them anyways. And like I said, how else can you add value and just meet people where they are at? It's going to end up helping them just get started, and it might actually end up helping you more versus just a challenge pack because you're getting more for those single items with the TV versus, like I said, with the challenge pack that was like only 35 TV versus 90 TV if they just got Shakeology by itself. Did that make sense to anybody, or did I go like super fast through that? I feel like I flew through it. Oh, you know what I did want to do too is just share my screen in the Coach Online office and show you guys like where you can find all of this information. And just like do your own due diligence, and like even if you still don't understand volume, because it took me a very long time to understand it as well, just keep looking at it. Just keep, you know, getting on these type of calls. Go on YouTube and look for these kind of calls and you'll find them. And eventually it will sink in. So this is my second business center. If I go into the volume, that's where you'll see where your volume for the week is. So right now, this one is just at Emerald. So I would do 9 times 14 to get my, you know, we still have one more day tomorrow to end the bonus week. But if I go into my team volume through here, I can see if I have enough PV for the month, and I do. Like I have way more than 50, or I have way more than 90 to be active as an Emerald coach. So those are the two places that you can look at for your team volume and for your PV, just right here on the side. And then if you do want to get all geeky like I do and know all of the TV for each items, if you go in the forms and documents section, and then it is in here, Team Beachbody price list, click on here. And then you'll get all the info. You'll get the PV for each item, and you'll get the TV for each item. So you can see, let's go to like a more popular one. Do they have like the MM? Yeah, they do. Okay, so here's like the 180 morning meltdown and Shakeology challenge pack. So the PV you get for that is 150, so that's personal volume. The TV is only 55, and then the commission that you get for it is 60. Whereas if you just, like I said, get Shakeology, if people just purchase Shakeology, the TV is more. I'm not going to waste anybody's time, but it's in here. So it's just a good way to just be a little bit more knowledgeable about your business, know what's going on. And if you want to geek out and look at stuff, you can. Anybody have any questions? No? Kind of makes sense? A little bit? You understand a little bit more? All right, cool. All right, ladies, thanks for hopping on. If you are going to Summit, have a blast. Take notes for us. Bring back. Definitely share a picture, share aha moments in the team page, and soak it all in. It's going to be an amazing time. Have a great night, everybody.